Welcome back. It was a finale so big it briefly broke the internet. Of course, we're talking about the Stranger Things finale to kick off our Hot Topics, brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Marcy, the Stranger Things finale premiered on New Year's Eve and the demand was instant. Netflix even experienced a brief outage as fans tried to stream at the same time. The episode also got a rare big screen rollout with special fan screenings in more than 500 theaters across the U.S. and Canada, including our own Malco Razorback, which is where my family and I went to see it on New Year's Eve.
I wondered, okay.
We did. We stayed up. We went to the 10 o'clock screening, so as soon as it was ending, midnight was setting in. It was 2026. It was a fun way to bring in 2026. The finale is a feature-length event, clocking in at just over 2 hours, and the cast has been sharing those emotional reactions as the 10-year journey officially comes to an end. No spoilers, but if you haven't watched yet, the world clearly did show up for this goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah, it was interesting. You know, it reminded me a little bit of, you remember how in Harry Potter, we saw them from little kids all the way up to, you know, the last year of school. It was kind of the same thing because we've seen these little babies grow up and now they're, you know, they graduated high school at the end of this, so.
Yes. Okay, without giving anything away, scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, it's good. It's good. I would say 8, 9.
Okay.
It's in that area. It was very epic, and I'm glad we got to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, that's the way to do it for sure. And move over Frozen 2. Disney has a new animation champ. Yeah, Zootopia 2 has officially become Walt Disney Animation Studios' highest grossing animated film of all time, earning $1.46 billion with a B dollars worldwide, just barely surpassing Frozen 2. The sequel crossed that $1 billion mark in just 17 days. That's all it took, making it the fastest PG-rated film to ever do so. And a lot of that success comes from overseas, especially China. That's where the movie's earned more than $500 million, and that outperforms any recent U.S. release in that market. So far this year, only 3 films have crossed that billion-dollar threshold, and Zootopia is firmly at the top of Disney's animated leaderboard, and I have yet to see it.
Yes, I haven't seen it. I just saw Zootopia, the first one, for the first time this year. So
what?
I know, isn't that crazy? I never saw it, but my daughter was like, "You have to watch it."
It's
so we did.
So cute. It's Night from the first one.
Yes, of course. Oh, so good. Well, if you're setting a New Year's resolution, here's a key date to circle on your calendar, and that date is January the 15th. According to multiple studies on habit formation and goal setting, nearly half of all New Year's resolutions are abandoned by the middle of January. Experts say that early drop-off often comes when motivation fades and routines get disrupted. The good news, if you can stick with your goal past that 2-week mark, your chances of long-term success increase significantly. So whether it's fitness, finances, or maybe a fresh mindset, hanging in there just a little longer could put you ahead of the pack. I'm not a big resolution person. I'm a, like, you know, change your lifestyle and stick with it kind of thing. But I do think there is something about sticking with it, like I was just saying.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, for a lot of people, sticking with those resolutions means spending more time at the gym.
It does.
This takes us to our next story, which is near and dear to my heart because I love going to the gym. And of course, January and February, those are those peak gym months when us normal goers kind of roll our eyes a little bit, but everybody's resolutions are kicking in, and that's okay. But those of us who have been going for a long time, we have some, you know, unspoken rules that the newcomers may not realize. So for those of you who don't know, big pet peeves, lifting right in front of the dumbbell rack. Just don't do it. You're not the only one using them. I don't really hear this happening very often, but people blasting their personal speakers, your phone, I don't really hear that happening a ton, thank goodness. You got to re-rack the weights. Don't just leave them there. Put them back. Okay, it's not your house. And this one's probably all of our biggest one is people getting on equipment and just sitting there scrolling on their phone. Now, you got to rest, and that's okay. But do it and get done. Get out of the way. Let someone else use it. You got to wipe off that equipment as well. We're all just there trying to get through our workouts, so do your part.
That's right, absolutely. Yeah, it's a good reminder as we hit those peak gym months. And while some people are looking to start something new in the new year, others are getting a fresh start after nearly a century. Check out this story. This year, several iconic characters officially entered public domain, meaning creators can now freely reimagine and reuse them without permission. That includes early versions of Betty Boop and Blondie, joining familiar names like Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh. These works have reached the U.S. copyright limit of 95 years, opening the door for new films, books, and creative projects. It's a reminder that even pop culture classics can find new life once their stories belong to everyone. I know Betty Boop is a musical right now on Broadway.
Oh.
Now it's public domain,
I didn't
so
know that.
it could be a big future in store for her.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, and if you are already feeling the passage of time this week, it is 2026. Got to keep remembering that. This next story might really do it for you. Believe it or not, some iconic movies are officially turning 20 years old this year. That includes some of our favorites like High School Musical. That one is hard to believe.
Yeah.
The Departed, The Devil Wears Prada, and Casino Royale. Comedies like Borat and Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby are also hitting the milestone. Then there's the animated ones like Cars and indie favorites like Little Miss Sunshine. I do remember that one. From musicals and blockbusters to cult classics. It's a good reminder that 2006 wasn't that long ago, even if it suddenly feels like it was.
Wow, just looking at that list, I cannot believe the year that Sacha Baron Cohen had with Borat and also Ricky Bobby, because he was in that one. So man, a lot of classics on that list right there.
Some of them I can't believe it's been 20 years. Some I feel like, no way.
Yeah.
That's you know, like.
Yeah, it just happened yesterday.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, tomorrow marks a shared birthday for two Hollywood stars from very different generations. British actress Florence Pugh turns 30, continuing a red-hot career that's included Little Women, Oppenheimer, and her role as Princess Irulan in Dune Part 2, with Dune Part 3 on the way. She shares the day with actor and director Mel Gibson, who turns 70. Gibson rose to fame, of course, with Mad Max, starred in franchises like Lethal Weapon, and won Oscars for directing Braveheart. Two very different careers here, but one shared birthday and plenty of movie history between the two. So I kind of like that they share a birthday, sort of a Hollywood, icon, Mel Gibson, and an up-and-comer new, I mean, she's obviously established herself, but a new generation star.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of birthdays, the first babies of 2026 have arrived in Northwest Arkansas. Meet Remy, the first baby born at Washington Regional Medical Center. She arrived a little after 1 on January 1st, weighing 7 pounds, 9 ounces, and is already loved by her parents and big sister.
That's right. And then over at Mercy Hospital in Rogers, not too long after midnight, Aaron made his appearance earthside at 12:24 a.m., weighing 7 pounds. We just want to say congratulations to both families. Welcome to 2026. What an exciting time to be alive.
To be alive. Fun
Yeah.
way to start off your new year with a new baby.
That's right. Yes.